Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Farming Simulator 25. We are back here in Oak City. And while I'm not 100% done with our farm or my updates, I'm going to go ahead and get us going. We have a new mode of transportation right now. Love this motorcycle. Kind of wish I had one in real life. Kind of. Man, does it sound good. And I've been having some issues. I don't know exactly what's going on, but I've been having some stuttering issues like that. So I don't know if it's because of an update or if it's just my PC being my PC or what, but yeah. So you can kind of see some of it down through the houses and whatnot. I'm kind of staying off to the side just because, well, first of all, traffic is kind of crazy on this map and they like to drive in the center of the road. Holy crap. But we have definitely built some new buildings. Now the tractors and such that are out here are placed there just to kind of get them out of my way. We are still very much a John Deere farm, ladies and gentlemen. But I kind of like the way that looks with them being out there and just kind of being shown off. It is raining quite a bit. And instead of it being a green farm, we have a lot of orange buildings because, well, I like the color. Sorry. But I have everything opened up so that way you guys can all see what kind of space and storage that we're dealing with. I really do like this building though too, and there's a little bit of a living space, living quarters in there, but that's not why I got it. I kind of like it just because it's one of the newer buildings, and it has a washing shed in there, or yeah. So of course we got this for storage capacity, plenty of capacity on this farm now as far as, you know, getting equipment under shed. This is our washing bay as my computer fights through. Oh, maybe it's a saving mod that I have that I might want to get rid of. Yeah, that's what caused that one. But yeah, that's the washing bay, so I made sure to keep it away from the hillside so that way we can actually, excuse me, actually maneuver equipment around back here. We do have this side door as well, plus an internal access point, as you saw, to get into here. So that way, you know, days like today, if we had equipment in there, we can just kind of pull it through that door and give it a quick wash down and we're on our way. There's one of our work trucks. I have another one, maybe two on order. I need to get the brakes checked on this thing. It's not the greatest. So one thing that I noticed with this shed I don't really notice with too many others is the gutters, when it rains, actually work. Now, I don't know why this one wasn't brought down and ran along this line into this one, but that would have made more sense to me instead of having it empty out right on this walkway. But, yeah. So like in this case, looks like it's more so going into the ground, which is fine. Same with that one. So maybe that's the reason why some of these you don't really see. Ooh, I need to work on that. I did not realize that was like that. I don't really plan on using this door much anyway. I may park a mower over here, just so that way it's easy access and I can go straight into mowing. Or I may just use it for cross ventilation purposes, just to kind of keep airflow moving throughout this massive barn. Yeah, and yes, I realize I left my bike sitting over there running. We do have a little bit of a smaller shed over here. I wonder, this is actually a workshop too. I forgot about that. I want to turn that on. Yeah, I want to turn on the big ass fan. Okay, so that's that. That's for the door. We do have shelving in here, which is awesome. Sorry, I'm just looking at things. I haven't used this shed before, so first of all, seeing that is a little bit of a surprise, and I kind of wish we could get it to turn on. But yeah. Ah, there we do have some dealer options. So instead of it being where this is, well, I guess it is over here too. Once we get a vehicle in here, we can do some work. So I do like that we actually now have a dedicated shop to do any kind of work on. I like that. I honestly put this down because I kind of wanted a small shed over here. I just didn't realize it was going to have a shop. This is going to be our home for the harvesters. We do have 2 harvesters. I have one header wagon, or header, grain header, yeah. That's still sitting on the shop for me to pick up. But we actually can put our headers on here, and having 2 racks means I can have one for the grain headers and then one for the corn headers. So I'm gonna have to get the equipment so that way I can get the header up to that rack as the train goes by. So noisy. And there's the light. So yeah, we have lights in for all of our sheds. We do have, by the way, right now I saw this beast on Marketplace, and I knew I just had to have it. Being a Dodge fan, Ram fan, I just had to. This is just an awesome build. We are going to get a legit semi-truck as well. Probably, I really want to get a 389, but we'll see if that's in the cards for us. Yeah, this thing is just, we even have a plow mount on that, so I do need to get the license plate changed over for me, but it works out great for being just a regular semi-trailer or semi-truck. And of course, we do have some workshop in here, so if we need to do work on a header, I can pull it into, say, this bay here, get it opened up. We can do the maintenance on it. So I do like having this bigger area as well. I thought I had turned the lights on in here. There we go. So yeah, it is nice, especially when we're hauling grain, because I am going to have probably 2 grain trucks. We'll see. And I'll definitely put them in these last 2 bays for certain, unless we need to do work. So yeah, I had thought about making, putting a shed over here for bales, but then again I realized that we had the other one over here. We've also upgraded, updated, whatever you want to call it, why am I walking around? There's my bike. Whoop, don't want to hit that. We also upgraded our silo system. So instead of just having the one dinky thing that was kind of out of date and needed a lot of work, I went with this. And I asked those guys to shut that when they were done over here, because now it's full of water and I gotta get a pump in there to get that water out. Lovely. I did not swap this out just because it's still very sturdy. There's nothing wrong with it. It is still in very good shape. So it just, you know, has some walls missing off of it, but they're not structural. The beams themselves are fine. So we're gonna use that mainly for our bales. So some of you may recognize this home, especially with the pizza on top. I don't know how many of you are Breaking Bad fans, but I did not realize this was the house from Breaking Bad until I saw the pizza on the roof and went, oh. And then I took a walk inside. There are definitely some things that definitely give it away. Let's go take a quick look, shall we? Come on. There we go. Yeah, I'm a little surprised that there's not an actual door from the garage to the house, direct door. But it is what it is. So, yeah, the rain's really loud. I do apologize. That should be moving out soon. I hope. Because right now I can't do anything in, you know, outside anywhere. So, just a normal looking house. Nothing wrong here. Nothing to see here. They even have a nice tractor picture up here. And until you come in here and, hey, look, a lot of money coming out of the vent. Yeah. Oh, look, what are all these extra wires going to or coming from? Ah, interesting. And, look at that, the RV. That doesn't give anything away, does it? Apparently Grandpa Walter decided to sign that. I mean, honestly, they don't really outright say anything, but I do like the pictures and such they have in here. Ooh, that's a nice old school black and, or not really old school, but black and white at least. Yeah, just a nice, nice little home. Huh. I did add a few lights around the house, just for lighting purposes. See, it's not everyone that animates water coming out of the downspout. I do love that for that one shed, and I did not realize that it was set up that way. So, we do have one more building to go to. We do have a couple of solar panels as well. And that is right here. I meant to close the door, not turn off the light. So yeah, some of you may remember this. I've used this on a couple different builds. I do love this, especially, you know, we have a few decorations in here and all of a sudden it gets quiet because the rain is quickly moving out. Alrighty then. That was a drastic change. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, I don't have everything where I want it to be. I may do another video after I get everything set up properly and we start working in the fields, which, if you remember, won't be until springtime. But I might at least get the plow going and get a few the other fields that aren't planted, get those planted up and taken care of. And then I'll show you how we have things situated everywhere. So, nothing too crazy. Like I said, I'm still slowly moving things over and getting everything set up properly and trying to figure out where I want everything. But yeah, I just really like this truck. Definitely was an unexpected find. I believe I found through kingmod.net. Definitely not on in-game mod hub, I will give you that. So, and apparently the rain's back, or just a shower coming through, I don't know. Anyway guys, we're going to call it a video there. So as always, if you happen to like what you see, if you catch yourself watching more than one of my videos, please do us both a favor and hit that subscribe button and ring that bell. That bell will let you be notified of every single video post, and not just select few here and there. If you made it this far in the video, I want to say thank you, and I greatly appreciate each and every single one of you. And I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. So with all that being said, we will catch you in the next episode. Take care. Peace.